Is it okay to cut off or drift away from friends that you just don't connect with already?
You will have a conversation. I think from here on out, we don't need to be so close like that.
No lah, not like that lah.
It's like break up eh.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of NGL People, where we talk about things in life that matter. I'm Zel and Nata.
I'm Natasha.
And today we're back with another round of You Asked, We Answered.
Woohoo!
Is it okay to cut off or drift away from friends that you just don't connect with already? No hard feelings or toxicity.
Just drift lor.
Yeah,
Over
so not
time.
so much of something drama that some drama that happened that made
You just
you
grow apart. I think one of the things you realize as you grow older, I started to see which were friendships that were born out of proximity and frequency, and which are friendships that even with distance and time apart, we have that chemistry and that kind of connection that keeps it going. As somebody who is very nostalgic and sentimental, I find it hard sometimes to let go of friends from the past. But I think as I entered my late 20s, I also started to realize that actually maybe it's okay lah, that some people were a big part of an old chapter of my life. But maybe when the setting changes, when we no longer have that proximity, we may really find that like we have different priorities in life, and we may not necessarily also really have that much to say to each other, even if we were to meet, which is a bit sad sometimes. But for me at least, I feel it brought clarity as to who then are the people that I continue to connect with as I grow older. I feel the tricky part is when maybe one party feels that way but the other party feels differently.
Oh yeah, then it will be like, whether is it really okay?
Yeah,
so it's okay if,
it's like if
both are
both
mutual.
drift, it's okay.
Okay.
If like one distance, especially when there's nothing that really happened or nothing that's really said to the one who just stood there, it's a bit like, where'd you go?
Yeah, so I think for me, I think having a conversation about it.
You will have a conversation. I think from here on out, we don't need to be so close lah. Like that.
No lah, not like that lah. But like, I think it's
How
a
to
bit.
have a conversation? It's like break up eh.
I think we should still try until to a point that we've
Like naturally fizzle out ah.
yeah.
You have friendships like that? I have ah. It's like the kind that maybe we used to catch up like once every 2 to 3 months. Then after a while, it becomes once every 4-5 months. Then once a year, text on birthday.
Are you the one that feels sad about it? Like, which end are you?
In my experience at least, it has always been a bit of a mutual thing. From my point of view, I don't know whether the other person will say I'm the one that disappeared.
Because that person never talked to you
Never.
about it, right?
That's why the thought that you want to have a closure talk with the person is quite crazy to me. Yeah, but it
maybe
has
it's
always
just
been a
wishful
natural, especially when you say there's no like conflict or toxicity, then for mine at least it was always a natural fizzling out. There's some times where I feel a bit guilty because I wonder whether I should reach out more. Like I tend to feel like it's my fault. Like I always naturally feel like it's because I'm very busy and I never reach out. And then like I carry quite a bit of that burden of feeling like, oh no, maybe I'm a bad friend. But there were some times where when I really properly thought about it, right, actually the other person never really reached out to me also. Yeah, so like that was when I realized that, okay, maybe this distance is more mutual than I think it is from each other.
So
It's a new
okay,
realization
right?
that I came to like when
Especially
I
in
hit 30.
adult. Yeah.
Before
think
that, I
the
was like,
late
I will
20s,
never drop any friends. And like, yeah.
It's quite hard, huh? I think maybe my view on friendship, it has always been, it's a bit more on proximity and seasonal. I mean, but thankfully, I do find, a few close friends that came out of that proximity thing. So really like, we go through like different seasons, and it's not really, we have to depend on like meeting up a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also do mourn the death of some death of some good friendships that I thought, would like last longer. Okay, I don't know whether it's like fizzle out completely, but I know that I am always the person that initiates. Yeah, so I don't know, I think after a while it's quite tiring also. Yeah, so okay, in my heart, right, I feel like, wow, should I like talk to this person about it? Because I actually do want to keep the friendship. Yeah, and maybe like I just want to know where I stand in that person's heart. Yeah, and if like actually not much, then okay lah, then I can just like move on lor.
Right.
Yeah, but I think it's the feeling of not really knowing and still hoping.
Yeah.
But you know that every time you reach out, like there's that fear of like the non-response. So I think that is the struggle. So coming from a receiving end, right? Like I feel that, yeah, it's not okay to just drift. You get what I'm saying?
Like you feel like there should be some clarity as to what this is.
Actually quite sad because like I was just talking to like a friend, right? Then he said that we were just talking about what are some things that we want to do more of and some things that we want to have less of the past year and all. Then he said that he wants to stop feeling like he's second option. So at first I was like, oh, is it like some dating thing? Yeah, but then after that he said that actually it's more like a friendship thing.
Oh my gosh, that's very sad.
Yeah, I felt so sad leh. Like that he said that. Because I think at some point I could relate. Yeah, I mean, and for him, he was saying that actually he has many small groups of very, very good friends. But lately he realizes that a lot of these groups of friendships, right, he's always the one that either is initiating to go out or like they cannot find anyone to hang out with, right? Then after that they call him.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like for all this, like I wish lah. I don't know if it's practical. Maybe it will never be. Like to just talk about it. So like the person that is hanging on can just let go and just move on lor. Is it possible? I don't know. Do y'all think it's possible?
I don't know. But I personally also feel like there are different kinds of friendship. So like even this whole consideration of like, is it okay to distance from friends that you don't connect with anymore? I feel we don't have to have the same friendship with all our friends. Like there may be some friends that are your heart-to-heart talk friends, Every time you meet, you update about what is on your mind, what you're going through, and they're the ones who give you advice and support you. But there could be some friends that are maybe like catch-up friends. Like we come together and we catch up about what's been happening in the past 3 months. It may not be very deep. We're just kind of like running through like, okay, as if it's a dating profile, right? Where you working now? What you doing? Happy or not? Who you dating? That kind of thing. But you sincerely do enjoy spending time together. Like I personally do have a variety of friends that I keep in touch with. And honestly, not all of them are like very, very deep in terms of our conversations. Maybe we may not even have very, very like new experiences together, but a lot of our conversations when we come together, we laugh about old stories, talk about the dumb thing that happened last time.
Which that you still connect over
I do.
there, right?
I do consider that like connection and still like enjoyable friendship. But I am aware that maybe over time it might not be enough to sustain a friendship.
And you're okay to just let it.
Either that or when we get there, then we figure it out lah. When everybody gets to a point where we realize that okay, just talking about old stories and laughing is not enough anymore, then we make a mutual decision as to whether we want to try to create new memories together. Yeah, but I personally feel like we don't need to overthink
Like
into the future.
Have a okay.
Yeah, I feel like if there is still a dynamic that you enjoy right now, there's no need to overthink as to whether
actually
5 years down the road can we still be friends. Just be friends now lah.
Yeah,
then when like
because friendship is meant to be organic. Like you can't orchestrate. Like,
I think that's the thing. Like it's organic but intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that it's something that you just autopilot and you will just automatically enjoy enriching friendships. I feel it takes effort and intentionality to build. But I feel sometimes we don't need to overcomplicate connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes connection can be as deep as like really deep personal conversations. But sometimes connection can be as simple as really just like the people that you hang around and you just have fun laughing. And like after I go back from a night of laughing with you, I sincerely wish that like we had more time together because I enjoy time with you so much. If ever you need help, I would be willing to show up for you.
Okay, yeah,
and things like that. And I feel that could be a very simple way of approaching connection as well. And for me at least, like learning to simplify that has helped me in not overcomplicating friendship.
Yeah, so you don't actually have to be so absolute, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to like, okay, we should cut off.
Yeah, and I feel like I don't always need to have certainty of the future to know whether or not to invest now. Yeah, just like in the stock market, you invest doesn't mean you get returns, right? Invest, then if you don't get returns, then you learn about like what went wrong and how you can do it differently. But sometimes you invest, Then
something
surprisingly,
good.
actually, the return's quite good. Now, okay, let me keep my investment there. You know, so I think that's personally how I see it.
You don't need to cut off a friendship that you're still not very sure about, because sometimes connection can look different.
Yeah.
In like different seasons also. But I would say it is okay to cut off if it is really affecting you, or if there's clear signs, right, that this friend is not interested to invest. And if that is hurting you, then go
to find space
other,
to heal and make sense of that.
Yeah. I mean, it's perfectly okay, I think.
Thank you for joining us today. If you like our content, you can subscribe to our channel, give us a like, as well as find us on socials. So we are on Instagram and TikTok at ngl.people, and we also have a Telegram channel where we post all our behind the scenes updates, as well as information about our upcoming parties.
Till next time, see ya!
Bye!